My name is Carla Young. I'm a student EDM 310 at the University of South Alabama. I'm going to be a math teacher in secondary education. So a lot of the stuff that we learned in this class, I will definitely be incorporating into my classroom in the future. Some of the things that we learned that really struck with me the most and that I really liked a lot were definitely exploring Google. I mean, I've used it as a search engine before, but I never used any of the stuff that we used in this class. I learned about the Google Sites, presentations, the Drive. I love the fact that on Google Drive you can share it with other people and keep a copy of it, and it's just there. Whoever wants to edit it can edit it, and it just automatically updates as you're there. So I really like that. My favorites though would have to be the Google Sites because I love the idea of creating a site for my classroom in the future where updated notes, updated, dates for tests, quizzes, all that stuff, classroom news, and also want to incorporate the blogging into my future class because this was my first time ever blogging, ever. And I didn't know really what I was doing, but after I got the hang of it, it was really useful. And reading other people's blogs really helped me because kind of like a sharing of ideas, and so I could read other people's blogs and get ideas and stuff, and then they could read mine. And I really like the idea of that. So I want my students to keep their own blog about things we're doing in the class or things they've learned or things they want to do, and there will be a link for their blogs posted on the class website. One of the most important things I learned this semester, though, I have to say, is learning about PBL, project-based learning. That is without a doubt going to be something I'm going to take with me out of this class. If I can say one thing I'm going to take the most is going to be PBL. I know people think, math teacher, how are you going to use that? But that's what I want to do. I want to challenge myself and come up with ways to incorporate PBL. And I've had to do that a few times this semester, making lesson plans and stuff like that. And at first, I was thinking to myself, how am I going to incorporate projects into math? But then after I started doing it, it was a lot easier than I thought. And I definitely think that students, especially at the middle school and high school level, you get kind of bored with math and you're going to want to do more interesting things, hands-on activities in the classroom, especially in the subjects like math that are harder to incorporate hands-on activities. So PBL was definitely one of the most important things I feel I learned this semester, and how to incorporate that into my lesson plans and to keep things out of just the normal lecture taking notes mode, but you can have other methods and do other things with your students, and they can rely on themselves. Also, them being able to not only learn from you but also learn from themselves and others around them, and being able to teach it to themselves or to others. So I definitely like that also, that we learned about, students now are becoming more independent learners, and technology is a major part of that. I mean, the technology is enabling them to become more independent learners and build a personal learning network and to build upon each other and learn off of each other. After taking this class, I really do not see me teaching my classroom in the future without technology. The smartboard, you can put presentations up on the board or PowerPoints, but how are you going to use that for math, really? And then after we did the smartboard project, I really learned how you could use that for math. And exploring the smartboard and creating a presentation on the smartboard really helped me with that. I definitely see myself using that in math in the future, and maybe not have to use pencil and paper at all, hopefully. As far as I'm concerned, everything that I learned in this class was useful and will help me become a better teacher in the future. And I can only hope that I'm able to take this stuff to inspire my students or to be more creative with my lesson plans, so that people can realize, math doesn't have to be boring, it can actually be fun. So, at the end of this class, I have to say that I learned a lot of stuff that I did not even know that I would learn at all, and I have to say that it took me outside of my comfort zone for sure. I feel like it gave me the skills and tools necessary to be a successful teacher in the future, and to hopefully take what I learned and teach it to my students and inspire them as much as this class has inspired me. Thank you.